look at that. She didn't even tell me we started. Anyways, today me and Susan are discussing a movie from 1980, which had a bit of, shall we say, some troubles in making it back in the day. The original director was let go, and another director came in and completed the movie. So, which version you watched, we shall find out, because we are talking Superman 2. I watched the Richard Donner cut.
I watched the Levin cut.
The what cut?
What's his name?
Richard.
Lester
Is it?
cut.
You watched the right. He was the director who replaced Richard Donner.
Lester cut.
Yeah. So there's going to be a few differences in the movie. It's the same movie, but one had reshoots in it, which was the Lester cut, and the Richard Donner cut was all the original material, what was filmed, but with things put back into it, using some of Richard Lester's stuff as well. So yes, I watched that version.
Oh, okay.
So, but I've got the other
Richard
version.
Donner, he was the one who did Goonies, right?
He did the original Superman movie as well.
He did do the original Superman movie. That's right.
Yeah, there was some falling out with the makers of the movie, so they let him go. And that's why Gene Hackman refused to film any more scenes for Richard Lester when he took over. Yes. So all the scenes with Lex Luthor in the movie was filmed by Richard Donner.
Apparently so. Oh my god.
And I know the makers of the movie gave Christopher Reeve legal papers to get him back to shoot some more scenes, because while he was filming another movie, so there was a lot of tension going on while making this movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So this carries on, because this was filmed simultaneously when they filmed the original movie by Richard Donner. So that was back in, was it 77? So and it was planned to have release a sequel a few years after the original movie. So it carries on with the three Krypton criminals, what was sent off into the Phantom Zone in the first movie, escaping from the Phantom Zone in this one, and wreaking havoc on the planet Houston. Earth. So we will go to Susan. So opening thoughts of Superman 2.
Okay, well, yeah, I liked it. It was, I saw it, I guess, I didn't see it in the theater when it first came out, but I did see it a lot on HBO when it was released on HBO. Probably 1989 or 1990 or something like that. I was really it was really good to have like Richard Pryor in it, and
Richard Pryor wasn't in this.
Richard Pryor. Okay, Clifton James. Sorry. And the other thing that was great was Susanna York was in this, and she played like Lex Luthor's paramour. And then there was so much. I mean, just like this audio picture we just listened to, Superman is disempowered because of his overpoweringness. I mean, when he made a volitional choice to go take away his own power to become the kind of man that Lois Lane, he thought Lois Lane really wanted to be part of, in relationship with. And so he did the reddening of his life force in the crystal cubicle up in the Fortress of Solitude, and that ended up destroying so much of the controlling panels and the study panels and the this is what we leave for you as a bequeathment from your family in Krypton. I mean, that was really hard because just as he's doing that, those three funky kids from Krypton, the three bad guys from Krypton are arriving on planet Houston. I mean, planet Earth. And that was funny, Lee. And then the other thing was this sort of kind of trying to take over America because they thought that America was like the best, most powerful place. And so that really feeds into Superman 3 and 4, that whole like America's best, everything else is the rest. And there's also like a part of the Superman Lois Lane romance that is, it isn't very far from Jekyll and Hyde, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's like she falls in love with Superman because Superman is actually able to be completely honest, completely open, completely himself with her, and has a dignity and a power and a strength that she is very freaking attracted to. But then Clark Kent decides that, Superman decides that he wants to be Clark Kent for her. For what reason? What's a good reason for that? Because he's just really nerdy and stuff, and he doesn't really have. I mean, they go into the honeymoon suite at the beginning of the movie, and there's nothing that is more awkward than that. I mean, that is super awkward. Oh my God. And he didn't, and Clark Kent didn't produce a ring and ask her to marry him. He didn't produce a ring that was special to her. There's so much awkwardness, and I used to really relate to Clark Kent because I was super awkward and super. Mm. And I never. So I've never been anybody's Superman, but I became more comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
So my Clark Kent is, my Clark Kent isn't half as nerdy as this one. So I don't know really what that necessarily means. But this is like Clark trying to have an adult relationship after trying to be awkward with the relationship, and can't do two things like that. You have to choose a style of life. And to be honest, or be fake. I mean, when it's just Clark, it's be fake. And that's what this says. It's like,
Mhm.
Clark is fake, Superman is real. And that was really revealed in the audio that we just listened to. So anyway, here we are. So I can't tell you how these two things that we listened to and watched tied together. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just amazing how much they tie together. Anyway, go on, Lee. What's your favorite moment?
Well, you mentioned Susanna York earlier. She played Superman's mother, not Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor's.
So who's that? Oh, that's Valerie.
Miss Tessmacher was played by Valerie Perrin.
Okay, so I don't have. I'm gonna get out the cast list. I'm not gonna screw up this anymore. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
Oh, that's my bad.
you get the three villains, don't you? General Zod, played by the wonderful Terence Stamp. Then Ursa by even the more wonderful and beautiful Sarah Douglas.
Sarah Douglas.
And then you get Jack O'Halloran as
Jack
Non,
O'Halloran.
tall, mute giant, which give Superman a run for his money. I mean, the version I watched, the brought back Marlon Brando, put all these scenes in back in this, where he gives Superman his powers back.
Nice.
In the Lester version, you don't see how he gets his powers back.
Right. It just shows him going up there.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to walk through the snow, and then boom.
Yeah. Well, this Richard Donner version, you get all the scenes with Brando's image as Jor-El coming through to the Fortress of Solitude, talking to his son, and then he touches him on the shoulder, and that's where it just boom, boom, his powers come back. But yeah, I think this is a great follow-up to a great original movie. Out of the four movies, what Christopher Reeve did, 1 and 2 are the best. And you say you've got Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, who is determined to prove that Clark Kent is Superman. By jumping off into Niagara Falls and to the river leading to the right. He will save me, like that. Surely he will save me. But yeah, it's a great action. As you say he gives up his powers for love, for romance. That's a valiant thing to do, but in the long run, it's a bit of a silly thing to do.
It's not a valid thing to do if your real persona is the one that's like, if your whole persona is the one that's like, the one in the red underpants. If that's your real persona, and this Clark Kent is just a facade.
Yeah.
She's in love with the one with the red underpants. She's not in love with the one who is just walking into work with a cup of coffee. That's I just don't think that there's a great deal of there's not a great place for Clark Kent if Lois needs somebody to be honest with her in an adult relationship, and she should be in the relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, adult relationships require honesty, and that's why this one and the way she reacts as the defense attorney for the audio that we listened to. She was really defending Superman. She wasn't defending Clark. And then this one, she really loved Superman, but she just kind of, she needed to know that Clark Kent was Superman, but she didn't need to know. She didn't need Clark Kent to be the one that she's in relationship with.
True. That is true. I mean, also, you look at the action scenes in this.
Yes.
Where the three villains.
Oh my gosh, they're brutal.
They are brutal. I mean, and they say that the fight scenes are on ground, and also later on in the movie where they're in the sky fighting each other, and
Uh-huh.
that scene where Superman throws General Zod into the Coca-Cola sign.
Oh my god.
That is
Epic.
so funny.
Epic.
Really well done choreographed fight scenes. I mean, the ending of the Richard Lester movie, which you watched, where he makes Lois Lane forget
Yeah.
by that magical kiss,
Amnesia.
doesn't happen in the movie I watched.
Oh, nice.
He does the old trick what he did in the first movie, turns back time by going around the world again,
Okay.
which means he turns back time, everything goes back, even the villains go back to the Phantom Zone.
Okay.
Because in the Richard Lester movie, you don't really know what happens to the villains
You don't.
as they just slide down into the chasms. Because he's taken away their powers, so they become human. So are they dead in the icy waters?
Well,
But in the
either
movie,
that or shark food.
oh, yeah. But in the movie, he just turns back time, everything goes back, and say the Phantom Zone goes away with them back in it. So I prefer that ending, to be honest.
Yeah.
But because a bit of a amnesia kiss, it's not really. It's a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
right.
great. Also, you get Perry White as well. The news, the head of the newspaper. Great character. Is it Jackie? What's his name? Jackie Coogan, is it?
Yeah.
Great character actor, and also then you get
Sorry, Jackie Cooper.
Cooper. Jackie Coogan was
16
Uncle Fester.
Candles.
Was Uncle Fester, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that one too. Yeah.
But you also get a little cameo from Ned Beatty as Otis at the beginning in the prison.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of Jimmy Olsen's actor's name. Oh, Mark McClure.
Yep.
Jimmy Olsen as Clark Kent's buddy. So they all came back from the first movie.
And one of the terrorists was played by the guy in with Nall and I, Richard Griffiths.
See, we didn't have the terrorist in this movie.
Oh no!
You had the terrorist in your movie.
Nice. Okay, so there's a really different thing.
Yeah. So it's totally different.
There was a Brierly one. I think it might have been. It wasn't Richard Brierly, but anyway, there was a Brierly, and then there was Griffiths, and then there was somebody else, a Miller or Milner or something like that. And yeah, Milner. And then did you guys have the John Ratzenberger?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We did have Clifton James as the sheriff.
Yep, we did too.
Yay, yay,
Uh,
boy. And we had E.J. Marshall as the president of the United States.
yep, that's the same.
And also, you get in this movie, you get the the classic phrase "kneel before Zod."
Yeah.
Zod. I mean, Terence Stamp is an amazing British actor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know his career had fallen on sort of hard times in the 70s. He was really big in the 60s. 70s, you didn't hear much of him. But then resurgence after this movie.
Yeah, and then he was like, I mean, he played a couple, cool characters, and like later, he was in that movie Snatcher. No, that wasn't it. It was a gangster movie. Layer
Amer-
Cake.
no, American number one something, gangster or something, American
Yeah.
gangster, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Limey. Is that
the
it?
landing, that's it.
The Limey.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one, and I really liked him as Chancellor Valorum in Star Wars, of course. Uh,
yeah. It was that role should have been bigger.
well, the, the cool thing about it is that um, you know, it went from someone whose name literally means a person of great worth and great valor, great strength, great courage, to someone named uh, you know, palpable evil. Oh my God. Like that, like, like that was the coolest thing about like that transfer of power.
Yeah, but but this I say this movie is just a fun movie to watch. It brings back some great memories.
Mhm.
Um, and I suppose we haven't had a good Superman. I mean, I'm being honest now. We haven't had a good Superman movie since this one. They've been, the Batman versus Superman or Superman versus Batman. You have the Justice League one. I didn't think much of the Man of Steel movie at all. It was just, it was a mitt to me. I thought, no, because
Oh,
it's always the same thing. I mean, it's either Lex Luthor or it's Zod. Yeah, I mean, Superman's got loads more villains he
oh,
could deal with. It could have been Brainiac, could be Mister Mixerplix, things like that.
oh.
But it's always Zod and it's always Lex Luthor. But yeah, I was really disappointed with Man of Steel. But if they get to the high standards of Superman 2, then you're onto a winner,
Yeah,
and that's what they really should be looking at.
yeah.
So I don't know if they ever listen to the fans or not. I doubt it, but we shall see in this
But
new.
but if you do listen to fans, listen to Lee, because he's been a DC fan from the get-go. He knows he knows Batman backwards and forwards. He knows Superman backwards and forwards. The only ones, I mean, he's really not completely up to speed on the Flash or Wonder Woman, but he's pretty dang completist with the other two. And you just listen to him, you DC comics people.
Well,
He
that's
knows
all
his shit.
you just need something. Don't go down the same route as you always do. Don't go down an origin movie. You've done that so many times. Just
Yeah,
yeah, it's. I mean, they are doing a Superman. Is it Superman Legacy?
no, sure.
But they're having. I'm sure they're having other superheroes in it. So really, it's just going to be another Justice League movie.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Just have a solo Superman movie. But I don't know. We shall see.
yeah.
So, anything else you'd like to say about Superman 2?
Um, yeah. It's good to watch it. Superman in space is always cool.
Great, great.
Superman in
Great scenes on the moon.
Great scenes on the moon.
Yeah.
And those three villains from Krypton, you know, they talk about the Phantom Zone
Mm-hmm.
in that audio adventure we just listened to. Here we get to see it. We get to
Yeah.
see that little quadrilateral traveling through regular space. I mean, not even through hyperspace.
Yeah. Just
Please, little Superman, Jor-El son, got us to hyperspace. So these guys are like, you know, it reminded me of how they kidnap people to play in the Death Zone on Gallifrey. Am I right? That was very similar, right? Am I right?
But this was before that.
It was.
So
So that's how they. Oh my God, that's how they got that idea.
BBC plagiarism.
I guess. Huh. Well, here I thought I parsed it anyway.
You reversed the polarity, didn't you?
Yeah, I did reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. That's right, I did. Anyway, what's really great is that Christopher Reeve and his wife started a foundation for people with spinal injuries, and as a disabled person and as someone who fights for disabled rights, I just like to say that, you know, his excellent advocacy until the day he died was epic. I mean, epic. Like those guys just have. They have the Christopher Reeve or the Reeve Society or whatever is so influential, and you know they fight hard for people's rights and people's the ability for people to get help and accessibility everywhere. So I'm just you know I think he's amazing, and I think he was amazing, and I think even his legacy, the Superman legacy, the real Superman legacy is this foundation. And I'm finding out about all these foundations because of, you know, Michael J. Fox Foundation led me to start looking into all these other ones. Cool. So, but Christopher Reeve and his wife, Dana, anyway, those two have changed things for folks. So
it's a shame. I mean, he passed away at only 52.
I know.
No age at all. I know he had, you know, the troubles he had after the accident.
Right?
Didn't stop him though. He was still acting.
Yeah.
That appearance in Smallville.
Yeah.
And as you say, the charity work.
Oh my gosh,
he was a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Just a shame that he's no longer with us now. So, but for many people out there, he will be Superman.
Yeah, for sure.
Forever. You
may have Routh or Caviezel or whatever. Neil. Cavill.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the people before Christopher Reeves. Was it George Reeve?
George Reeves. That was a weird going.
But for most people, Christopher Reeves, one and only.
Yeah, and I was looking up, like, right after this one, he did some sexy stuff with, like, Michael Caine.
Oh, yeah.
Death Trap.
Death Trap, yes.
Yeah.
I won't call it sexy. It's a good movie, though. But yeah, it's so what would you give this then?
I give this 10 quadrilateral traveling to the Phantom Zone.
Ah. Well, I'm gonna give this 10 washroom underwear, prison underwear out of 10.
Mm.
Going back to the scene in the prison.
Mhm.
Criminal mastermind Lex Luthor doing the laundry. Yeah, it's a great movie to watch, whatever version you watch. It's still the same storyline. It's just that things have taken out, some things are put back in. It's just, if you watch the Richard Lester one or you watch the Richard Donner one, it's still Superman 2. With 3 great villains and a great superhero in Christopher Reeve. So that's our little review of Superman 2. You guys out there, if you've seen it, leave a comment below.
We
Look,
have
she's
all
got.
4.
So have I. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have them all in one box and you can see the progression. Anyway, never mind.
Well, what have I got in here? I've got that, and I've got the
I
Richard
know.
Lester.
You got 2 different versions, and you got all the special effects. You're a completive.
Yeah. Anyways, if you, I've digressed again. No, here we are.
So good, so good. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, leave a comment below if you've seen the movie, whatever version you've seen. Let us know what you thought of it. Also, leave us a message below on this video, wherever you watch it, on Facebook, X or YouTube, wherever. If you would like to join us, please come and join us. We want some new faces. If we can get some new faces for the new year, hopefully, you never know. We have been asking that for about over a year now. It might happen, you never know. So please leave a message, and all we ask of you is to be 18 plus, because some things we discuss are 18 rated, so that's why we ask that. All you need is a working microphone and camera on any thing you have, PC, laptop, mobile phone, even, or tablet. Just let us know. And one more thing, because she's raring to go here. The one more thing, if you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, hey, see, I knew that. Look there, she produced it. It don't work.
It's the bell. That's
She did.
right.
It's a soundless bell because it doesn't cut. I can't hear it.
Oh.
Please press the bell notification button, and you'll get. See what I mean? Where's the sound? Nothing. And you'll get notified every time we put up a video. So that's it. So I think me and Susan are going to go up and away and fly off faster than a speeding bullet.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive.
Taller than a, what was it? Taller than a building, and
able to leap a tall building with a single bound.
Bound, yes. And that's just me on a weekend.
Really?
During the week, I can't be asked. So yeah. So until next time, guys, please geek out on anything you like: books, audio, movies, TV, even music. And get back to us and let us know. Give us some suggestions as well. So until next time, guys, please be safe.